Let's go. It's starting. It's starting podcast.
Take your coat off, pretend you're home.
I'm really warm in this.
Double dyno to micro prepper.
This is my podcasting coat. Hey guys, welcome to Belly Hanging. This is the climbing podcast for all your climbing needs by two distinctly average climbers. My name's Peter, average climber Richards.
My name's Danko. Getting ever so slightly more above average by the minute, Winterbear.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Slightly.
Do you like my podcasting coat?
It's really lovely,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, I'm glad you should wear it for every podcast.
Oh, it's so nice, man. It's so cold in this room, but not now I'm wearing my podcasting hat.
Is it Little's Own?
Huh?
Is it Little Own brand?
Little Own brand?
Yeah.
It's not Little Own brand. It's Aldi Own brand.
Oh, sorry.
I'll
Yeah.
guess the colour.
Navy maroon.
The name of the colour. Navy maroon.
Yeah.
You almost got that exactly right.
Yeah.
No, it's
Navy baboon.
It's not. No navy. Got it wrong. It's ozone blue.
Do you know what I love about these companies? When they just make shit up.
What do you mean?
Ozone. They've not seen it. It doesn't look like that.
The ozone layer is clear.
Not like that.
It's not this colour. No, you're right.
That's like
They can make up
slate,
colours, right?
grey, black, blue.
Slate, grey, black, blue.
That's what I
I've
said.
seen that before. I
Yeah,
saw
that.
Slate mines when you high-fived the rock. That rock was slate, grey, green, black, blue.
Peter, what you been doing? Tell everybody how you are.
I'm really good. I've been doing lots of climbing.
No
I've been
way.
taking lots of photos.
No way.
The photos of climbing are coming out better than ever. Getting lots of attention. It's so nice. I love attention. Lots of climbing, lots of photos. My injuries from last week have disappeared. I'm actually amazing now.
So it was a niggle.
So, it was a pulley and I needed surgery. Luckily got the surgery straight away and I recovered in a day. So
really good
ready
news,
to climb
man.
again
I was really
now.
worried about you.
I was really worried for a second there. But yeah, no, all in all, I'm good. I've had a really, really good day today.
Yeah, same.
Really good day.
Very productive.
Very productive. Me and Dan are both off today. We woke up, looked at each other, and we made breakfast, and we've watched maybe
10 episodes of Attack on Titan.
a lot. That's all we've done today.
No, that's not all.
Oh no, sorry.
I did some colouring in as well.
Dan did some colouring in,
And I did...
lots of pull-ups.
No, I did...
Not lots.
No, wait there. I can't do maths today.
No.
40 pull-ups
40.
and hurt my elbow.
Wow.
I also did
Big day.
100 push-ups in that.
Okay.
But my plan was to do that 3 times
Dan's
today.
gone psycho mode with these things. He started supersetting his pull-ups. So what we do is do 10 pull-ups on the minute. No, 5.
10, Jesus.
4 or 5 pull-ups on the minute for 10 minutes. So we end up doing 40 or 50 pull-ups. Dan has decided in that about 40 seconds rest you get in between, Dan's going to start doing push-ups, which I don't know whether Dan knows, but is actually still arm movement. It's still working out your arms. So within your rest from pull-ups,
Pushy-pulley movements, though, isn't it?
it's different. You're right, it is pushy-pulley. Completely different muscle groups. So, yeah, Dan's been doing these insane supersets. That I've not
What
really
I'm trying to
gotten into
master
yet.
is the One Punch Man workout.
One Punch Man.
10 to 15 minutes a day
Yeah.
to become the One Punch Man
The
of
One Punch
climbing.
Man. I think what you're actually doing as well is you're learning. Basically, you're becoming a master mantler.
It's all
Because
it's about, yeah.
you're doing a pull-up and then you're instantly dropping down and doing a push-up.
Because
and
I
it's the
can't
same
quite do a
movement.
muscle up.
Yeah,
Because
you
I'm not
can't do
strong
muscle
enough,
up,
yeah.
You're not strong enough. So it's the same movements as just mantling, isn't it? You're becoming a master mantler.
Master Man.
I actually feel like as well. Who were we climbing with where we were looking at them mantling out, and it was scary because they were sketchy all the time recently.
Yeah.
And we were talking like, I feel like we're actually quite decent at mantling.
We're getting better because we've
And,
done
like,
quite a lot of
topping out
mental
of
problems.
Yeah, where was it?
I know what it was, but you can't name and shame.
I don't want to
other-
name anyone. No.
It was on YouTube.
Oh, it was YouTube.
Lovely
yeah,
people who were like doing really good climbs, but when they were getting out with them,
Yeah,
it's fucking terrifying.
great climbs, but then really sketchy top outs.
But they weren't that sketchy.
No, because we've been there and done
Yeah.
those top outs. Yeah,
And it looked terrifying. Like,
Yeah.
please spot them.
yeah. So it's interesting on YouTube seeing the complete like inadequacies of some people's spotting technique. Like sometimes
Oh,
you just
yeah.
watch some real dangerous things.
Oh yeah.
It's really strange, isn't it? And people that have got their hands up as if they're spotting, but they're just not.
Kind of wish I had a spotter yesterday.
Oh yeah, you. So
Does
how
help,
have you
yeah.
been, Dan?
Oh yeah, thanks for asking. Really good, but I'm very sore, very tired today. But it's been a great week.
It's been a good week.
It's been one hell of a fucking week.
Well, where do you want to start?
Not at the beginning.
Not at the beginning.
Don't like
Start
it.
yesterday.
Start yesterday.
Start yesterday.
So yesterday I decided that it's been a long time since I've done a solo hike.
Yeah.
Pete's in work, Becky's in work. I'm not. Classic day. So I decided to set off for Tryfan, to the lovely peak of Tryfan, because I've not said hello to it. And do you know what? I said to Pete, I'm on the way there, I'm going to listen to Joe Rogan and Dave Goggins.
Oh my god. I think we might have spoke about this in one of our early podcasts, you know.
Just Goggins
and his mental, like...
owning souls.
toughness.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah.
And if just go watch it.
Man,
It's so insightful. It's so insane.
inspiring and
It's
insane.
like part of my background is like I'm moving towards talking, maybe counselling or becoming a therapist in the future.
Yeah.
And like what he offers is not in those realms at all. But for some people, geez, it works.
Yeah. Well, you know people, and I know one or two people, and myself, that have listened to him and listened to his friends as well, and people that he hangs out with, just talk about their stories and stuff, and off the back of it, just become incredibly motivated to do whatever they.
The one sentence he says is, "Just remember that whenever you're working out, there's a really good chance that Goggins is too."
yeah.
It's like
insane.
that's insane. So on the way anyway, so driving down, the weather's precarious, and all I've got in the back of my mind is that it says rain at 11, so I need to be up.
You need to be on the way.
On Tryfan for sure, because it's just getting around. It's a bit more slippy, and like Bristly Ridge into the next mountains for the glidders. I was like, I'm fine with that bit being wet. So, but in my mind, I've got Goggins. It's like you're not backing down now.
No, you can't. You don't have to listen to him.
But then I've not done anything like it in months.
Yeah.
Like months. I've not done any
long
real cardio or
long
anything.
Cardio, yeah.
So I turn up and I was nervous.
Oh man.
I saw Tryfan and I was like, and it was just in a cloud, and I was like, oh yeah,
Wow,
I can't wait. And I was like, and
you just watched 127 hours.
just watched 127 hours. So I'm texting Becky going, I'm at the foot of the mountain. I'm halfway up the mountain.
People that
Becky.
don't know is the film where the guy gets trapped and cuts off his own arm because he's trapped and he's like a rock climber dude. Anyway.
But I'd seen it before and then rewatched it with Becky, and it's an amazing film. Please watch it, and then always tell others where you're going, because it's so fucking terrifying.
And it's a real story.
It's a real story.
Oh my God.
So I had all that running through my mind, just
Yeah.
looking at Tryfan, the mountain that I worship. So I always park by Oaken Cottage and do the flat bit of shit walk to the base of Tryfan off the A5.
Yeah.
It's like that's my warm up almost. And I get to the shit bit, which is just like the steps. And then the rest of it is you're in scramble heaven.
Yeah.
And I did not back down.
Yeah, good.
And it was wet and it was slippy, and every foot at times was like I had to be quite. And I took some of our little routes. I didn't back down from them. Do you know what I mean?
You did some gnarly scrambles.
Like some of the proper scrambly bits that we do.
Yeah.
I didn't like follow the path.
Yeah.
I was like whatever's in front of me. I only backed down from one thing.
the chimney.
The chimney.
Yeah. So there's this part of the scramble where you properly wedge yourself in this chimney, and it gets exposed and it gets vertical, doesn't it, for quite a long time.
And I just that's the only thing I backed down from.
Yeah.
And but the rest of it, so did Tryfan, amazing.
Yeah.
Didn't hang around the top too much. So there was two groups going up that I could see on the mountain.
Yeah.
Destroyed them. It wasn't meaning to.
Yeah, just past them.
Just passed them really fast.
You got David Goggins in the
I had
mind.
Goggins in the mind, don't you? Like, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah.
This is my day.
Man,
This
it gets in your head.
This lovely group were like, "Do you want to help us push up the mountain?" I was like, "No, I'm on a
No!
mission."
Don't talk to
You
me!
don't know what's in my head. So then I text Becky at the top of Tryfan at like I can't remember what time. It's quite early. It's
Yeah.
like I'm at the top of Tryfan. It's not like the best time I've ever done. Like I think I've hit like 45 minutes, something like that to the top.
Wow.
I was like, it was just over an hour. I think is what it worked out as. And I was taking my time. Then I thought I get to Bristly Ridge and text her up there.
Yeah.
35 minutes.
Wow.
From Tryfan
Quite
to
a distance from there. And when you're in a big group of people,
it's so slow.
You are so slow. It's ridiculous.
I wish you could have seen me go down Tryfan.
I wish I could have
It
seen
was
it as well.
spicy.
Well, I know how we are when we're running down things together or just running around. I know how I am, so I could just imagine you like that exactly.
I've missed
just
this.
like running down.
Climbing is the
Screen
dream for me,
slopes.
but it's just different in it.
It's completely different, and it's being in the mountains is so nice.
So for like 2 solid
rewarding.
hours, I was just focusing on which way to move my hands and arms and
Yeah.
legs, just moving around the rock. And by the time I'd done the glidders,
And then there's an hour of just like scree slope running
down
really
the scree.
instinctive, fast-paced movement. Man, when you came back, it really inspired me. So you Strava'd it.
I've never done that before.
So
because I've never had
full
like
walk.
a time thing. But the best bit before the Strava bit,
Okay.
I managed to get down Devil's Kitchen very, very fast.
Yeah.
Past people looking at me like I was something wrong with me.
I
And
gotta get down this mountain.
but then I got to the bottom. I took a picture of the little beautiful tree that's there, and
Yeah.
then I think someone like said something to me, and I just ignored them because it's like I need to keep this tempo up
Yeah.
to get to the lake to jump in.
Oh yeah.
So I did that, and it's been a long time. Then I got back to the car, and I just just uploaded the Strava.
Yeah.
Didn't think anything of it.
And when you got
Went-
back,
Went bouldering for a bit,
Yeah.
and then decided to head
did
home.
some solo bouldering.
And then Pete's like looked at the Strava with me. It turns out I did quite fast.
Dan did it in what, like 3-something hours?
The whole thing in
was
3
3-something
hours. It's like
But
3 hours and 5
you
minutes.
were third place.
Man, I got misplaced twice on the glidders because it was so misty.
Oh wow.
Like
Yeah.
it was so misty up there, and I went too far past Devil's Kitchen, so I added on like
So
easy.
Strava has these leaderboards for their segments, which like popular segments that people walk on Strava a lot. They create a leaderboard for it. Basically, Dan got 7th overall in the world to top Snowdon. So
Triffan.
Triffan, sorry, from
Oh,
the
it's-
road
it's
to the
about,
top of Triffan.
It's about 500 people on Strava.
500 people.
Accidentally came like
When I say in
seventh.
the world, I mean the world on
Who's
Strava.
on Strava.
Yeah.
And then number one is not.
Number 1 is 9
So
minutes.
it's actually 6th.
Yeah, so you're 6th. Because the first whoever did that has the Strava is glitched
I've never
or
seen a
something.
trophy next to my name on Strava, and it felt
Yeah.
quite nice actually.
Aw.
But then the other
I
bit
love
was
it,
there
man,
was another
Strava's
section.
that.
I think it's the top half.
Yeah.
I came 3rd overall,
Yeah.
which is really weird. And then for another
Do
section,
you know why? The top half is the heavy
it's
scrambling.
the heavy scrambling,
So, like, that's where you are.
just like a bolt.
Yeah, you're just through it.
So it was just this really weird reward.
Yeah.
Like I got home and it was like, and then me and Pete just looked at each other and thought,
World 3000.
no, we in the immediate we thought we can beat that.
Oh, yeah.
There's one super fast dude on there, but I think in my peak I could beat him.
Man, like, Tom Paul Randall's doing this thing at the minute, isn't he? Where he's summiting all these peaks
Is
as quickly
he?
as he can. And he's getting into ultra running and that whole world, but scrambly as well. And, well, let's just follow his footsteps.
It's the legs today I saw.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah.
down climb bit, that's the bit. But
Yeah.
we're both quite good at that. We can both run, and we'll probably fall over and break something eventually.
Eventually.
But
Fuck that.
now it's fine.
Man.
But man,
mountain running.
I've not been up there in ages.
Yeah.
I felt unfit going. Like my breath, I couldn't quite get my breath regulated on the first bit. I got it by the end.
Dude, 3 hours is almost. It's like effort wise, it's kind of like marathon sort of level. Do you know what I mean? Of like, or like half marathon sort
But
of
if
level.
I jog, man, if you put me on flat ground jogging, if you put me on a steep hill,
Yeah.
I can get pace going
Yeah,
and
you
going
can walk.
down it.
Yeah.
Put me on flat ground,
Just jogging, boring.
I can't do it.
Start into it. Yeah.
I need stepping stones.
Man.
Like if they made all the pavements like with big holes
I
in
think
them,
you would have liked the. So me and Plum did that half marathon up Snowdon.
I don't think I would like that.
Most people. No, you basically walk up the mountain or power walk up it.
Yeah.
Bomb it down.
Which
it.
path was it?
And so
Was it
Lambert's
Clanberris?
up, but then like the Rangers down or something.
nice.
So the going down was dead interesting. Me and Plum went together for it, but then going down, I left Plum because I just wanted to sprint.
I'm
down,
the
and I
same for
passed
running, man.
So many people, and people were like gasping, like that sort of, when you're just really instinctive, you're looking for foot placements constantly, and you're just pounding it downhill. So it's like, we could
Such
do
a
that
nice
together, man,
feeling.
and really just smash.
I did that National Three Peaks thing, talked about it before,
Yeah, yeah.
and my deal was with people is that look, I'll stay at the back the entire way up to get
Yeah,
people
yeah.
up a mountain, but I'm running down by myself because you don't need me to help you get down a mountain.
Going down is so boring. It's so much fun if you
just
run.
run.
It's-
You can get
makes
down
it
in
so
a
much
third
more
of the
fun.
time.
Man, we should, next day off we get together, we should actually try and go and beat the record for that you did.
Well, I've said to one of my friends wants to come hiking,
Yeah.
and I said, you can't memorise Triffan, but you can get a good idea, and when the mist sets in, it's really quite annoying to
Yeah.
navigate at times. But if you could have a few little markers, because I know some of them,
Yeah,
and yet you know this is for you the dream route,
Yeah.
which scramble sections, the bits you're not going to back down for, the bits that take time off rather than...
Yeah. Man, that'd be so cool.
And then, because for a day though, man, I couldn't... I started hiking at like 8:30 or something, quarter
Yeah.
to 9, and I was off the mountain by like quarter to 12,
That's insane.
and like
So you have your
finished,
lunch and then do some bouldering.
had my lunch and just started bouldering,
And then
and
come
went
home.
on a bit of a 6A rampage. Got
So
1 6B
insane. That's awesome.
at the
By
back of it,
yourself as
by
well.
myself.
So yeah, oh my god, man. So where else have we been? What else have we been doing?
That ties in nicely though, because I accidentally did something.
Okay.
So I accidentally almost came really high on a ranking thing. Like I didn't set out to do that.
Oh yeah.
Then we went to
Ramshaw, and you accidentally did another thing.
Accidentally did a 7A.
Accidentally did a 7A. Now put that in your head. Like what? We've only been doing 7As for the past however long, but
25 years.
25 years. For Dan, it's 25 years, isn't it? You've been around ages, man.
I'm really old.
But I can count on like one hand or two hands how many 7As.
Yeah.
You've done a fair few more than me, but you're nowhere. You're not like ticking them off.
No.
Sort of every time we go out at all.
And some guy just said this climb's nice,
Yeah.
and someone else was working on it, and I did it in about 3 goes.
Yeah. It was insane.
Big
to watch. It
slopers,
was so
dynamic
cool.
moves.
It was,
Hemline, it was called or something.
yeah, I really want to go back for that, man. I think on a fresh day, that and something else, but
So we specifically went there. Well,
Ramshaw.
so we were going to go to Thorncrag, and the weather changed on us.
yeah.
So we decided to go to Ramshaw. And I've said if I'm going to Ramshaw, it's for one reason: the
Nice.
Stone Monkey Dino.
Stone Monkey Dino, classic John. So if you've seen Johnny Dawes, it's like one of his classic bits of footage
From the
when he was
film,
younger.
Stone Monkey.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just such an insane.
The movement. And I landed it, and it's one of the best feelings I've had in climbing. But I still need to land it like Johnny Dawes.
Like the double dino, double-handed. Yeah, insane. Yeah, it was a tough day, man.
You had a battle, man.
I had a battle that day. So I was off the. To be fair, we were both off the back of a full day though. But I went out into Penny Pass the day before, so Snowdon.
With the Wads.
With the Wads, with Mick Crosby.
Mick
and
the Wad
Lee-
Crosby and Lee the Wad Barres.
Lee Barres. And I had a phenomenal day. One of my maybe strongest days ever. Like maybe it's just the psych. I think it's the psych that they bring is such a different
It's
energy
so
to
nice,
what we
isn't it?
normally have as well. Because
Yeah.
they have that sort of very, like, just psyched, sort of not masculine, but that just
Feminine.
that feminine energy.
Yeah.
They're like, Petey, get it,
Petey,
and I'm like,
get it.
oh,
Petey,
get it.
yeah.
But I turn up there. My first climb is a 6C, flash it. Second climb, flash a 6C. Didn't get any 7As that day, but just had really consistently good
Yeah.
climbing. So I was fucked for the next day. And then, just had battles at Ramshaw from it.
We're back in adventure mode.
Oh, yeah. Wales has opened up.
And it
feels
changes
like that now.
everything.
Yeah.
So the day trips to Wales are back on the menu.
Yeah.
And it made, for me, like, it was invigorating to do that. But
Yeah.
the day before Ramshaw, Becky and I went to RAC Boulders.
Yes.
It's been a long time. I basically ticked off all the little ones.
The little niggles
that are still there.
I'd left.
And
So the Marsh Dino.
the little ones, like the little problems, all the
Oh,
fives
right.
and that.
Oh, okay.
I tipped loads of them.
Nice.
And then I went for the Marsh Dino specific, which I got after about 6 or
Yeah.
7 goes.
And as in the title, the Marsh Dino is in
It's
a marsh.
on a marsh. So I had to take a fucking tarpaulin, put that under the pads.
I love the level of foresight and prep that we have now, or that you have now, going to these places. So it's like Ramshaw. Well, I'm going. It's been all for dinos as well. You've gone dino mad, but it's like I've got my eyes set on this one thing, and the same for RAC. And you're taking a tarp so you
Yeah.
can go and do it because it's always in the marsh.
But it's like, there's a good chance I'm going to Roaches tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Just Becky and I. But for that, I know what's there, and it worries me because I can't get caught up in one of them. So there's 2 other dinos there, so I can go for one called Reg 7 something.
Yeah.
This is a 7A, and then I can get caught up next. It's next to what Becky wants to do.
Okay.
And there's another one next to called Apocalypse Now,
Yeah.
which looks insanely difficult.
Okay.
But that I can get caught up in them for a bit because they're right next to her.
Yeah.
But that dino, the undercut dino,
That's like the lower tier undercut dino next to Strentrum and.
I'm ready, but it's not just going to give itself to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You need a big, you need a day. You need the right day for that. You can't go with just the 2 of you.
With the
and basically
potential of you going there
just
to
sack her off.
No, you're going to
ruin
get
your
it.
skin. Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I'm
That's
going
what-
there to get that.
Yeah.
Because it will ruin your skin.
That's what Deliverance is going to be for us, isn't it?
Whole-
It's just going to be going there to get that.
And nothing else because it's going to destroy us.
Yeah.
And we're going to put a lot of life into it.
Man.
But no, there's been a lot more adventure. It's nice to talk about adventures
It's really
again.
cool. It's really nice.
Yesterday reinvigorated me into I didn't need the accolade, the thing that I'd achieved
Yeah.
or anything, but just being I haven't done solo hiking over a year.
Yeah, that's lovely, man. it makes me really jealous. I want to go out there just by myself and just solo
Just
hike
no
it.
music, just your head.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
lovely. It's like really almost meditative or something.
Yeah.
Just getting out there, like
It's like a blur. You go for when not all you've done your big runs,
Yeah.
so you know what it's like.
yeah, being in that zone, man. 100%.
You're just in this zone for a while,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah. It's
different
really
than
nice.
anything else.
It's it's completely different.
Bouldering's quite manic, but then you snap out of it all the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to be human and talk to friends and stuff like that. But what was your favourite climb at Ramshaw? Because we both did pretty well there.
Yeah, so favourite climb was probably that 6B bulge, Aussie bulge, was it?
Aussie Bulge, yeah, that was
6B
pretty weird.
weird climb, man. Just because it was scary.
Yeah.
And I dropped it a few times and then got it, and that was probably my favourite. Or we did a V4 mantle that only me and you. I love how me and you have this like psycho bit to us. Where,
Me, you, and Mr. Meadows.
oh, Meadows, yeah, but
Oh.
yeah, Meadows. But I feel like Meadows is the guru is just a different.
It's not the
level.
ball game.
He just wants to climb everything and can climb
Yeah.
everything, whereas we want to climb everything but we can't climb everything.
Yeah.
So we got obsessed with this really horrible one-move mantle climb that no one else was interested in doing. Everyone was just like,
And I
looking
know
at us
why.
like, what? Yeah, my
It's covered in fucking cuts.
forearms just absolutely.
But we've done it now, and we know what it means.
Oh, I'm going to take my coat off. My ozone blue hair coat is really warm.
It's not ozone blue.
It is ozone blue.
So, but in terms of adventures, what's next? You're away this weekend, and I'm working this weekend.
Yeah.
So that means
I
rest
might be
is-
going on an adventure Sunday though.
Holy moly, where's that?
Don't know lakes though. I'm
Oh, 'cause
camping
you're
in the
there.
lakes, so might go climbing on Sunday.
And we might need to take you back to get the Stone Monkey Dino, because I can't live my life knowing that you don't know what it means yet.
Yeah,
I got some good pictures of the battle, and I don't know whether you edited any of them to keep.
I've had a look at them. I've not deleted any. Yeah, basically my skin just split open on me, and then also it got in my head in
Pete
such
found
a big way.
a tooth on the lip,
Yeah.
and it split his
And
tip.
it really was just. But then I could have done it. Thinking back, I could have done it.
Could you?
Yeah, I can do it.
Can you?
Yeah, I can do it. I need to just throw myself at it. Being an adult sucks because all you do is worry about injury. For me, anyway, I worry about the consequences.
That's such a strange thing you say that, because you only think about it in the bouldering where it's probably less likely.
Yeah,
But then we go do a challenge like we do
like a run and jumpy thing,
in a fucking car park
Yeah.
with no accolade, no give a shit about it.
and I'll throw myself at a bar. Like I'll jump 6 feet onto a onto a bollard or
But
something.
you wouldn't quite make the other one though, would you?
Which one?
You needed an old
Oh, I
man.
needed an old
Need
man.
an old man, show you the way.
Well, this sort of gets into our topic of the week. Let's jump into it. It's time
Topic
for
of the week. This is the topic of the week. Ba-da-da-da-dum, pew, 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 pew.
Don't shoot me with your laser coral.
Pew, 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 pew.
Where's the butt plug? I'll shoot you in the The butt plug's gone. Barney Benson, have you come and stolen the butt plug? I got a coral gun.
Where's the butt plug? Topics. The topic of the week is, where's the butt plug?
Barney Benson, as some of you know, has carved us out a butt plug a couple of months ago.
There it is!
We found,
Under the creepy mask.
we found the butt plug.
The perfect combination for your friends.
so funny.
Creepy
We
John
should
Merrick.
really take a photo.
So that's
and
a
post
John
this.
Merrick mask.
Okay.
And then that is
Don't
his
know that.
butt
Mick
plug.
Crosby, do you know that?
The Elephant Man.
John Merrick.
Mick Crosby knows who the Elephant Man is. You're just too young to know anything.
I'm not too young.
Pete's taking a picture of butt plug. So the
Butt
topic
plug.
of the week is head game.
Head game with climbing, the mental aspect.
Well, just
of
head
climbing.
game. In climbing, yeah, but because we linked into it through doing like a challenge.
Yeah.
And it's that ability to flick a switch or
Yeah,
Up
flick a
your game
switch, up your
or
game, give yourself the best possible
dig
chance mentally to top the climb.
dig deep, climb through the pain.
Dig deep is another aspect.
Whose
This-
are
getting in
these
the flow
fingers?
state, meditative.
Who owns these fingers?
That's another part of the head game.
Not me.
They're not your fingers, Dan.
So it doesn't matter if they bleed, does it?
Yeah.
Because they're not mine.
I've still not quite learned that because they are mine. I like my fingers. You went full psycho mode back in front a year ago.
And it's paid off.
It's paid off.
I
Was
just
it not
keep
paid off
ignoring
for
them. Yeah, but I'll stand there and hit them against the wall to get them going
Yeah,
again.
you're weird. You're weird. You.
Get shit done.
Yeah. So head game.
Rhymes with
With-
blame.
Blame game. I chose this topic this week because when climbing in Penny Pass with Lee and Mick, the topic came up that they're reading
Yeah.
Jerry Moffat's latest book, and it's called Mastermind, A Climber's Guide to...
The TV show Mastermind.
Climber's Guide. No, it's called Mastermind, A Climber's Guide to Mental Climbing. No.
Mental climbing?
You're such a mental climber! But it's like specifically about the mental aspect of climbing. And they were talking about some things that they've been doing that the book says. Really, I should get the book and read it. I'd be a bit more informed on this. But some of the things they were saying just really...
Why don't you buy it and read it to me?
Oh, let's do that. But the thing with the book as well, it's also a journal sort of thing, so you write in it.
Tell me about this. It's really interesting.
Really interesting. In fact, I won't go get it, but I've been doing one of the things that they've said. So Lee and Mick were saying they've started basically journaling about each climbing session they do outdoors, each adventure they go on, but they only write down the positive. So the absolute, like, everything they topped, what was good about the day, why they're legends, what they did well, just like, and they'll list that, because when you go out and do a big climbing day, you might top like 12 things, but you only remember the one or two that is like maybe at the end of the day, or the one or two that was like specific to the day, but you forget the 6Bs and the middle grades that you don't that you still battled for, or that you flashed, and you forget about those sort of things, and it's about just keeping them in your keeping them in your memory and taking the positivity from those sends, I guess.
But then also making a list of excuses.
One
for a better word.
Yeah.
But to help you understand what, and then for next time.
Yeah. So anything that you didn't get, you scrutinise the reason why you didn't get it. So this is all what Jerry Moffat did, and he's like one of the strongest. Like, he's proved himself mentally, like, so much over. But so for me, I did it on the dyno. So I went to Rancho Rocks, didn't get the Stone Monkey dyno. I came home and I wrote down the reasons why I didn't get it, and it was things like I was tired from climbing the day before, and I beat my 5k time the day before that, so my body hadn't fully recovered. I was knackered. My skin was some of the sorest it's been in ages, and then it mentally got in my head after I'd cut it. So there are 3 big reasons why I didn't get it that day. And so next time I go, I'll make sure that I don't have any of those reasons, and I'll fucking send it, because I'm a legend, and I've got 7As before. I've done, what is it, V5 dyno?
Yep.
I've done V5 dynos before, so I'm just going to fucking go and smash it. And I don't know, it's just really cool. I like the positivity of it, of writing down everything that you have done well.
I get that.
Yeah. So I just took a lot from that, and I thought it might be good for people listening, like, because people struggle with the head game.
And we see it a lot, and I'd never name people, but like people we know, and they're really good.
Really good climbers.
And they just can't break that, whatever it is, that mindset.
When a battle gets too much, or multiple battles off the back of each other, and it can really... You've got to force yourself to look at the positives of how good you are. Yeah. Otherwise, you just...
sink, man.
Yeah, you really do. And often, it's that sort of thuggy battle that gets you the climb. Most of the time, it's the top out or that final reach that you just need to put that extra little bit in, and then it's over from that. Like, there's only ever one really cruxy moment, and if you can just battle through that. So, yeah, just thought it was really cool, basically.
I'm trying to think through Headgame, and like, there's been a few battles for me where it's not that I'm probably too stupid. It's just like I'll look at the wall and just very much feel I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
And I fail 100 times, and then that's when things start to hurt, and that's usually when I back down.
Yeah.
But for the 99 attempts, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that means to other people climbing.
Yeah.
It's like it's that tenacity, or that want just to pound your head against a brick wall till that one time your head actually goes through it.
But then it's weird as well, because we also talked about, so the Stone Monkey Dyno, I think it's a good example, because we've got a friend Tom who basically walked up to
flashed the fucking thing,
and he'd already defeated it in his head.
Yeah.
He knew he could do it, and he just flashed it. Whereas me and you, and we were talking about it afterwards, we have this sort of thing where we've got to suss it out first. We've got to pull on. We've got to jump at it. We've got to just slap it first. Like jump to see the movement of the jump, then jump to see how high we can slap, and then slowly break it and get further and further. And then it's normally off the back of some psych of either someone else getting it or something else that we actually top the climb. So I don't know, there's just all these different approaches.
Because the only thing Tom had was the knowledge that it can be done.
Yeah.
And maybe that is all he needs. Because he gets shit done.
It's really funny though.
He gets a lot of shit done.
Yeah. It was quite funny how that day there's a face carved in the rock of the Stone Monkey Dino. It's really cool, man. And did you touch it?
Yep, went and said hello to it, stroked it.
Dan, straight away, we walk up to him and go, whoa, look at this. Dan strokes the face, says hello to it. Dan gets the climb. Martin went and talked to it, just like said hi to the face. Martin got the climb. Tom didn't even point, I think I pointed the face out, but didn't say anything. The first thing he did, went up to it, kissed it, then whispered in its ear. It was so funny. And then he slapped it on the cheek. And afterwards, and then he just went and flashed the climb.
So maybe the kiss was the key.
Yeah, I think it was the kiss. But what was the funniest bit is when he just slapped it on the cheek, because he'd asked.
What did you do?
I defaced it. I got chalk and drew a moustache.
What did it do? It bit you.
And then it bit my fingers, and I didn't get the climb. So I'm going to go back. That's the fourth thing on my list. That why I didn't get it. It's because I defaced the face. I've got to go over there, and I've got to love the face. And
You need to think about how you interact with the world around you a bit more.
I think I really do. So next time I'm going to take it as sacrifice. I'm going to give it, maybe not a sacrifice, an offering of some sort. A little carrot, that'd be nice. Yeah. So, and then I'll get it. Yeah. But anyway.
But head game and climbing, it's so many aspects. So there's the one is in your own ability to do a problem that's in your skill set, blah blah blah, all that, and then the other one's like heights in of itself, topping out, all these things like different slightly bits of head game.
Yeah.
And it's trying to
Different
attune them all.
I saw once someone describing how to be a really good climber, and they put it in 3 categories.
Exactly.
There's mental, there's strength, and there's technique. And you can only be really good if you're good at all 3. Yeah. Like, if you're good at 2, you can be okay, but you're always going to be lacking. Yeah. So if you're strong and technical, your head game, and your head game's bad, you're never going to get the shit you want to get. Yeah. If you're strong and technical, sorry, that's what I just said. If you've got head game and you're technical, there's going to be strengthy shit that you're not. So you just need to work on all 3. And like the mind is a muscle, you need to work it out. You need to know how to
it as well.
Yeah.
I've talked to people about going high, about going up a metre, go down, and we go up 2 metres, and some people just do it.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason we're getting better is desensitisation.
Of height. Yeah.
Just constantly doing it, and then understanding your body's okay, and
how to fall.
Is massive.
Yeah.
Watch some people fall, it's still scary. We talked about it before, it still scares me.
Yeah. People need to know how to fall right.
Because a big part of bouldering is failing.
Yeah.
Like with sport climbing, you do fall on the rope, but there's big falls, but
you don't have to catch yourself with your legs, you don't have to land and take impact, but if you're going to be bouldering, you need to know how to jump off something onto something else, really.
Can you buy head game?
Probably.
Where from?
The face and Stone
Dave Goggins.
Dave Goggins. You don't even have, it's free, mate.
He's free. I just
free on YouTube.
Put him on YouTube. He'll get you some shit done. If you just listen. Before a climb you're struggling with, you just listen to like 5 minutes motivational talk of Dave Goggins, any one of them, you've probably got at least 50 to 60% chance more of achieving that. They're my stats, agree. I think.
Yeah,
I think he will probably flick a switch in your head. Yeah. I'll say 50-50 because some people will go, oh, he's bullshit.
Yeah.
Just listen to him.
Yeah. Another part of head game is the distraction element. So,
pretty bird. Pretty bird.
Yeah, basically that though. Or like you've got one with your dyno at PEX. It has to be right. Because sometimes if there's too many people around, or if people are, I don't know, that like the psych is a head game, isn't it? Walking up to it, you're going to get it.
That it's not. I'm not saying it's different, but that's been something on my agenda for a long time.
Yeah.
And no one else knows what it means to me.
Yeah.
So if I'm there and like people do innocently, they talk to you, you're gone.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm trying to win the head.
Part of the head game. You're winning a battle before you.
No, but I've won the battle for the dyno.
Yeah.
I just need to go fresh.
Exactly, but
quiet.
Every time you're looking at it, you're visualizing winning it. I can imagine, or you're
all
like,
the time.
I'm gonna fucking get this. So that when someone cuts across you and like, or like whatever happens, if there's just distractions around you stop visualizing, don't you?
I can't have the excuses around me anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like what Moffat
Yeah.
thought.
Otherwise, you're gonna. Yeah.
I need to go and make what I feel is
Possible.
Yeah, but I felt it the other day when I jumped at it and I grabbed
Yeah.
it, but it was wet.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was wet because it'd been raining and the rest of the wall's dry apart from that fucking hold.
So that's something else that Lee was saying, that Jerry always... Oh my god! What the fuck? Let's just pause that for a second. I'll put that over there. Yeah,
Just keep playing it.
so Lee was saying Jerry would always, before he pulled on a climb, he'd tell himself that he's got it. And it's the same at what you're doing with the dyno.
We do that anyway.
You do, but
I do it a lot, man.
Well, that's really good, and that's probably why you
Genuinely?
top a lot. And it sounds so simple to just tell yourself you've got it, but to tell yourself and believe is something different. I was trying to do it with that dyno, and you know when I just went silent with that battle, I was really trying to visualise me catching it and swinging, what it's going to feel like, what it's going to look like, and just completely visualise it. And I really just couldn't break through and visualise it. And for some, I don't know what it was, I just really couldn't see it. And I was really trying. So that's like a skill in itself, being able to like, not just have the motivation, like, oh, I'm going to get this, but really believe in it through and through before you pull on.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. That's one that we're still exploring, I think. Well, I am, for sure.
I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. I don't have the best or anything like that. And I've lost my head quite a few times on
Yeah,
heights, your legs
you're
go
older.
to jelly, shit
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But in the majority, I have these conversations with quite a few people, is that when you walk up to something, Dave Goggins would say, take it soul.
Yeah.
And that's quite dramatic. It
Yeah.
works for him. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we don't need to take it soul. But just that affirmation of yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And even if it's a lie,
Yeah.
because it mostly is, because I fall 90% of the times,
Yeah.
I'm going to get it. And then we were climbing with Andy Jennings at Crackcliffe,
Yeah.
and he commented on about 3 or 4 people about going on to the problem
Yeah.
and getting an inch further.
Yeah, and how it's really good.
So
Like, you're
progress
learning.
is your achievement,
Yeah, yeah.
not just the actual achievement in of itself, because
Yeah.
you're going to lose battles.
Progress is the achievement.
So I think for a lot of Headgame, you also need to learn to lose,
Yeah.
which
that's
is
so
what
true,
Moffat's
man.
saying.
That's so true. Well, to go back to what you said before with the whole taking souls, and it's like that self-affirmation, and that it's like boosting yourself up, isn't it, before you
Yeah.
go. There's a thing I remember, it's nothing to do with climbing, but our friend Shia LaBeouf,
Our close friend, yeah.
close friend Shia LaBeouf, watched an interview with him, and him talking about his dark times after doing all the Transformers films and things, after he was like super movie star, because after that he went off the scene, got into some trouble, did loads of art projects, did more indie films for a long time, and that's what he's still doing now. But he was talking about when he was coming through as this big actor, meeting all these big stars that he'd always, as an actor, looked up to. So it'd be the same as us meeting famous climbers that we've always looked up to. Like, imagine climbing with like Tommy Caldwell, and like, what would we be like around him? There's going to be a part of us that probably is going to put ourselves down around him because he's this legend. So he was talking about, you put these people up as gods, like these actors that he was meeting, but where you've got to meet, if you're going to talk to them and climb with them, or not climb, or I don't know, be on their level, you've got to bring yourself up to their level a little bit. You've got to meet them in the middle.
There's a few other bits though.
So it's kind of like that with climbing. If you're climbing a 7A, you have to meet it halfway. Like, mentally, you have to be willing to believe that you are capable of like doing a 7A.
You might also need to struggle.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these people, there's a reason why they're that good.
Yeah, yeah.
They probably sacrifice things, they probably train all. Some of them not necessarily, but they do a lot, man.
Yeah. I'm not sort of saying that you're just going to be able to do an 8A if you believe that you can do an 8A. I'm just saying you're giving yourself the best possible chance by
agree.
meeting it.
I couldn't agree anymore.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I believe in
Yeah,
anyway.
100%.
How can you may do it off the back of just doing something for a long time, but if you increase it, you will increase your chances by saying, I'm going to, because I want this thing.
Yeah.
And make it a reality for yourself rather than accidentally doing it.
Yeah.
Although, I could just accidentally do an 8A one day.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Like if I kept doing this path, got really strong, then one day someone went, that's a really nice climb, man. Did it? And you went, that was 8A. And I went, oh fuck, I've just done my life goal.
that your life goal?
Yeah, I might focus on my job after I've done that.
I might mend some relationships after that, actually.
Yeah, maybe. Not all of them, though.
Or I might go for an 8A+.
Just the ones I value.
Alright, well, with that,
On that note,
hope you enjoyed the podcast. Follow me at Pete_Rick. I'm taking loads of photos at the minute, really trying to smash out the climbing photography, so take a look.
He's available for weddings, birthdays, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, you name it. Eid.
Only bat mitzvahs.
He's available for Odin. Cake Day.
Oh, that's the one I want most.
Yeah. Pancake Day. He loves Pancake Day.
Shrove Tuesday.
But follow me at Danko Winterbear. I'm a bear, and my name's Danko.
Follow the
I like
podcast
the winter.
at BH Pod, and I hope you've all had a lovely time.
Keep an eye out for
this.
Dino Club. It's coming back.
Bye, Mick.
Double dyno to micro crimper.